the one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain, well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I'm rocking my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Welcome to Villains of Podcast. Once again, we're doing the podcast from the room because the boys here and Emily's at work. So it's going to be a fun and exciting time tonight. We've got some special things. Of course, we have our food. Of course, we're expecting James and Chris any moment now. So we're looking good on that. We're going to do some college football predictions. We're going to recap last week a little bit. A lot of our teams didn't play. We had bye weeks, except for Chris's team played. Emily's team played. So we are real excited about this. And the group chat is absolutely hilarious. We got some really, really, really good FAFOs this week. I had one here. Hold on one second. I want to go ahead and introduce y'all to one of the best pages out there. If you like saving money, I seen a post today where she posted like it was a Lego set, like 80% off. It was $6.30. Legos are usually like $30-$40, even for small ones. So you got to check this out on Facebook, Peachy Keen Deals. Check it out. Y'all have to go check that out right now. Like I said, a Lego set for $6, and it's all legit. It's like an Amazon coupon. Really cool stuff. But without further ado, Chris, what is going on?
And it is opening day for my Nashville Predators. I got my Preds jersey on. I am ready.
Excellent. This of course is preseason. So
No, it's regular season opener tonight.
I thought regular season opener was next Saturday.
No, we're playing tonight. We've got a 1-0 lead on the Blue Jackets in the first.
Wow. I was a week behind, so I'm confused. Okay, well, Blackhawks already took a loss this season. So when did open season start? Because we're 0-1. Like, how did I miss that?
2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, we're currently tied with the Bruins right now, 2-2. Had no idea.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. She said it's your turn with the boys, sir. Yeah, it is.
You had your turn last week, didn't you?
Yes, I did. So I made the show like forever ago, like about an hour ago. I pre-make the show or whatever. 3 minutes after I make the show, James puts this comment up. This was way pre-show. You could do that on YouTube, apparently. I had no idea. I do not like this. Okay, yeah.
That's much better.
much better. I don't like that zoom in. I just not a big fan of
Zoomed
that.
zoomed in, the camera just distorts the picture completely.
Yeah, for sure. I was looking. I was like, man, that looks weird because you were like stretched, and I was like, that looks funny. So we're waiting
Mhm.
on James. I can't remember if anybody else was coming on tonight. Do you? I haven't heard from Terry all day.
I hadn't heard from Terry.
No, hadn't either. All righty. Well, we're waiting on James because James did confirm that he would be here. So
He may be popping the top right now.
yeah, I'm sure he is. He'll be right in. So while we wait on that, I didn't put up my usual state of the SEC, but I'm gonna read you off real quick, team by team state of the SEC. I don't know why I didn't put it up. I was looking for it so we could discuss it now since we're SEC people and James really isn't. But I'm just gonna go through team by team and you tell me what you think.
hmm
All right. For Alabama, Ty Simpson is elite. Like I saw that in that game.
Yeah.
And I'll even go so far as he's the best quarterback in the country. Him and Beck are the best two quarterbacks in the country. Like I would stake my paycheck on it.
Yeah, I think the top 4 quarterbacks right now would be some kind of combination between Simpson, Beck, Horvath, and Marcel Reed down there at Texas A&M. I think those 4 are playing lights out.
I don't disagree with that statement at all. They absolutely are. And these throws that I saw Ty Simpson, because I watch Alabama every week. Like my wife's an Alabama fan, as you know, so like I'm watching it actively, and I'm watching this guy, man. I watched him against Georgia, and I was like, wow, like that is like these throws in that hostile environment. And then I watched him against Vanderbilt, and like he's getting pressure all over the place, just standing in there, daring y'all to hit him, just standing in there to the left side. He has no fear, ice in his veins, clear Heisman favorite for me. All right, so. Georgia, no need to sound the alarm. We just saw that Alabama is really fucking good, and it is okay to lose to Alabama. And if you're going to get on a playoff resume and your only loss is Alabama, you're going to look pretty good.
Yeah.
So, no need to sound the alarm in Georgia. LSU, bounce back week. Like they have to beat South Carolina this week. If they mess around and lose this game, Brian Kelly's seat will be hotter than Mac Brown's.
And if you're an LSU fan, you have to be concerned because you can't run the ball at all. If you don't find a way to fix that and bounce back, your season might be done.
So a little injury update. We have 3 starting offensive linemen injured, and they will not be playing.
Ouch.
And an already depleted offensive line. From what I hear, we switched over 2 defensive linemen to the offensive side of the ball. But gosh, could it really get any worse? We'll get to South Carolina in a minute. Now the fun begins. We get to see who Tennessee really is down this back stretch. These last 7 games were really, because the first 5, I really expected Tennessee to win them all anyway. I know you didn't, but now they play Georgia, right?
Yeah, they played Georgia, and then they played Mississippi State.
Right, and that was a good game, by the way.
It was. Now you got a problem.
Because do.
Arkansas, regardless of how bad their defense has been, they can move the ball and they can score the ball. They remind me a lot of Mississippi State last year where you're putting up all the offensive points, but you just can't stop anyone. Well, now Arkansas has fired every defensive coach they had. They fired their head coach, put Bobby Petrino in charge. You don't know what you're getting if you're Tennessee. I have them on upset alert.
So, and I meant to do AC's upset of the week. Oh, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's AC. I couldn't agree more. Bobby Petrino, outside of character flaws in his career or whatever you want to say, like this guy had Arkansas at the upper echelon of the SEC West. And if you're unaware of what the SEC West was back then, I mean, that was Nick Saban, Les Miles, prime LSU, Alabama, and this guy had Arkansas right there with him. This is a dangerous game.
Yep, 10-2 regular season with Ryan Mallett and playing. Yep. They were in there.
Yeah, we'll get to Arkansas though. With Kentucky, like, how much is that buyout again? Because things aren't going to get any better. Like, and I know it's hard to spend that money because your athletic director is dumb as fuck and had a huge buyout like that, which makes no sense for Mark Stoops. Like, so he had a couple of 10-win seasons during a couple of down SEC years. You got to be smarter than that as an AD. You just do. Hey, the SEC's down. I'm really stoked we won. Here's a raise, but I'm not, going to give no $70 million back. That's crazy talk.
So here's what's crazy about it, right? They would owe him a percentage of what's owed on his contract, and at season's end would be $32 million. But here's the catch.
And that's crazy.
It's 90% of it is due within 30 days. So they got to pay him $30 million within 30 days of firing him. But that's not all. Then you have your offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator all told to fire Mark Stoops and the Kentucky staff over $100 million. They're stuck.
Yeah, they are. I couldn't agree more. And that's unfortunate because at the end of next season, that goes down super dramatically. I have Kentucky people I follow on X, and it goes down really, really big at that point. So they'll probably get one more year, I imagine. But gosh, man, what a bad move by the AD. What's up, Dominic? We love Dominic. Dominic, you got to come on the show sometime, especially with FSU. I know they just lost a couple games, but I mean, this FSU team is light years better than last year's FSU team. So that's something to look up at after you have a season like 2-10 and you start out 3-0 and people know that you're for real. That's a pretty big deal. Texas A&M. I just wrote top 5 team. Prove me wrong. Yep.
Texas A&M is a whole ass problem right now. I actually have Marcel Reed, where you have Ty Simpson and Carson Beck 1 and 2 in your Heisman. I actually have Marcel Reed at number 1 because he did something Beck didn't do, right? Beck beat Notre Dame. Marcel Reed went to Notre Dame underneath touchdown Jesus and beat them on their own field. I've got Marcel Reed at the top of my Heisman list.
I mean, like, that's factual, but like Carson Beck can't help where the game was played. So
that's fair.
He can't help that. He won. But the best thing about Notre Dame is they're a 2-loss team, 0-2 in their top 25, and everybody's grumbling about it. But that's how good Notre Dame is. Like, Don't be dumb. Notre Dame's fixing to win out. I mean, they are, and they're going to be 10-2, and we're going to see them in the playoffs, right? And so for Texas A&M and Miami to beat them, those are 2 really good teams. And Marcel Reed, he's definitely in my top 4. I mean, he's blowing.
To your point on Notre Dame, there's only one other game on their schedule that I would be concerned about for them, and that would be Blake Horvath coming in there with Navy. I don't think Navy will beat them.
No.
But that's one game that you would have to be concerned about.
I mean, Marcus Freeman's a good enough coach not to let that happen. I truly believe that in my heart of hearts. So I don't think we'll see a letdown like that, especially after you already dropped 2 early season. Every game becomes dead-ass serious. There is no looking past opponents anymore. Like that's where a lot of teams are right now. That's where Penn State is right now. Like, we can't look past nobody. Like, we have to win out to go to the playoffs. So I don't think they will. So South Carolina, the season hinges on this game. South Carolina is currently 3-2, and they begin the toughest 5-game stretch in college football history. Like, that's from ESPN, not from us here at Billy Media Network.
Yeah.
The toughest stretch, 5-game stretch in college football history. This is a must-win for South Carolina. Like, it's a must-win. It doesn't get any easier after this. Oklahoma, Alabama. I mean, like, it doesn't. Texas A&M. Like, these are the teams we're fixing to play in a row, and it's not a joke. These are Ole Miss, which is currently number 4. I meant like this is crazy. This is a crazy schedule that we have to run through, and a loss here all but guarantees no bowl.
Mm-hmm. I have a sneaky feeling that you end up winning this game.
I have it close, 20-14. The problem is South Carolina's offensive linemen are out, and that hurts my feelings. But the positive thing is this game started at a 9.5 spread when opening day. Well, you get 9.5 just for being at night in Death Valley. Let's be honest. It's the hardest place to play in the country, and you can't convince me otherwise. You just can't.
Right.
So not at night anyway. You tell me one place is harder to play than Death Valley at night.
There's only 3 schools that have a claim to being the toughest place to play at night. That's LSU, South Carolina, and Virginia Tech.
I don't disagree, but LSU's the hardest.
Yes, without question.
So South Carolina has a monumental task. So what I'm sitting with the game right here, this is what it hinges on, right? LSU can't run the ball, so they got to throw the ball. That's a whole ass problem because South Carolina are ball hawks. If you're out there slinging the rock 50 times, they're going to take it 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just saying that because I'm a Gamecock fan. I'm saying that because I watch them. Like you're going to mess up and throw 3 interceptions if you throw the ball 50 times, and that's a problem. You have 3 turnovers against a team like South Carolina's defense. That's just a whole problem. You can't do that. Like South Carolina, that's what South Carolina does. They score on defense, they score on special teams, and they just beat you. I don't know, man. Dangerous, but this is a must-win game for South Carolina for sure.
Most definitely.
Auburn, they're just running out of time. That's about it. I got nothing else. This, unless Hugh Freeze has a hugacious buyout, this is his final season as well. Their schedule going forward is not easy. I'm not sure they make a bowl.
And what's crazy, were the talent evaluators wrong in what they were saying about Auburn? Did they just completely miss on the talent level that was there? Because we heard all preseason that Auburn had one of the top 10 most talented rosters in the country. It ain't showed up on the field. So
I agree with you. It has not showed up on the field, but that talent is there. Like they're riddled with 5 and 4 stars, especially on the offensive side of the ball. So, I mean, they beat Baylor. That's great. They beat Ball State. They beat South Alabama. So it looked really good at first. But then they played Texas A&M. They played Oklahoma, got beat by 7. Played Texas A&M and got beat by 6. Both those teams are good, and those are small losses. So I don't think it's panic time. But going forward, now you've got Georgia, Missouri, Vanderbilt, Alabama. It's crunch time. It's bad time. I mean, like it's coming to an end for the season anyway. I miss you too. Mwah. It's not as hard as South Carolina's schedule, but damn, that's a pretty rough schedule.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt. I wrote Pavia humble. And I say that because even though both sides were jawing for sure, Pavia was doing some real ass jawing. And then at the game, he grabs his crotch, and I get it. He has the dog in him. I mean, I understand the Baker Mayfield mentality. But then right before warm-ups was over, he practiced kneeling down and then throwing the ball up. I mean, how much bulletin board material do you want to give the other team? I guess is for me as a guy in my mentality, right? Like, I'm not one of those show-off, cocky kind of guys, so I get that I'm not like that. But, man, you can't just give a team like Alabama bulletin board material when they're riddled with 5 stars on offense, defense, and special teams. It's just not a good idea.
But see, the thing people miss about him kneeling down and throwing the ball up in the air like that, he does that every single game, home and away. So it wasn't nothing new. So that Alabama fans took it as a slap in the face. I don't see where they got that.
I see what you're saying. Even if he does it in every game, right? Like you watch Vanderbilt, you would know. So he does it every game, but they don't know that. So just
Fair.
him doing that created a hostile environment because
Fair.
that shit got raucous when he did that. The
And-
camera was shaking, and this was pregame.
And to the point about that game, I don't think Vanderbilt has anything to hang their head about.
Me either.
I'm not going to blame the officials. I won't do that because there was plenty of stuff that Vanderbilt could have done to make that a different game. But if they get the fumble call correct, they go in to score and make it 14-0. It changes the entire game from that point forward. But you had your chances. You had a chance to take the lead in the fourth quarter, and you blew it. I mean, there's plenty of stuff for Vanderbilt to clean up, but there's nothing to hang your head about. The score was ugly at the end, but you were one play away from taking a lead in the fourth quarter.
So I will say this before we move on to Florida. So while I watched that whole game, and I don't think it was like a superly poorly officiated game, like, but to your point though, like he looked down to me. To your point, just like when South Carolina Vanderbilt, Nicholas Harbor streaking up the field for a touchdown after he catches the ball, they blow a whistle. Well, it's 14-14 at that point instead of a 14-point swing. Now it's 21-7.
Yep.
Like calls like that from the refs, I fucking hate them. So I don't think the whole game was poorly officiated, but when you fuck up that bad and take something away from kids, you know how I feel about that.
Right. But I also know that you can't put yourself in that position for a call like that to be made. And if you're Vanderbilt, right or wrong, you're not going to get that call on the road against anyone. You're just not.
Well, especially LSU. Like, people like to talk about how Alabama gets all the calls over the years. Ain't no team benefited more than LSU. Not even Alabama. That is
right.
And we see it. I'm not just saying that because of South Carolina's game last year. I've seen it for 20 years with LSU, no matter who they were playing.
Yes.
Just ridiculous. But James,
what is going on, y'all? What is going on?
Not too much. We were going through the state of the SEC, but pretty much I'll just finish it up and then we'll move on because now that you're here, I got some topics I want to cover before we go. I also said Florida's never going to get rid of Billy. He wins when he shouldn't and gives you that glimmer of hope. Mississippi State, you don't have to hang your head. You just ran into a better team Saturday. A really, really good team that might be better than anybody else out there. Ole Miss, we're fixing to see how Ole Miss is. I think Ole Miss is pretenders. I really do.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Arkansas, man, dangerous with Bobby Petrino. Chris alluded to it before I could get to it, but woo, that's not a good combination to let Bobby Petrino run that program. Missouri, let's see how it goes. It gets real for Missouri this week.
So on that point, right, how many times have we argued on this show specifically about competition matters, and I take the opposite road, right? Well, to take your point of view on that, if competition matters, why in the hell is Alabama only a 3-point favorite against Missouri? Missouri's strength of schedule is number 109 in the country. It is ass. If competition matters, do they really deserve the hype that they've gotten?
Here's the thing, though. Like, how many large spreads do you see for a team on the road that's a favorite? Like, that's not unusual to see. I do think Alabama's at least 10 points better, to your point. I do. But I think that's how that gauges it. Like going on the road dramatically drops your chances of winning. We've seen that historically. That's just a fact for whatever reason. And but I think it should have been more like 9.5 too. To finish this up, Texas is getting dark in Austin. They're also one of those Penn State tap teams like we talked about earlier. Have to win out now. You can't even look past Sam Houston State if you run into them. Like you have to take that shit serious now. And Oklahoma, it was just weird that they were underdog to Texas. I see, well, now they're favored. They started as underdog. Now they're 1.5 favored. But have you seen Oklahoma's injury report? God damn, man. Like, ain't nobody playing for Oklahoma. There was like on the left side where it's like out and doubtful. There were like 15 names there.
It ain't near as bad as Florida's, though.
No, it ain't. But no, I saw Florida's too. I think Oklahoma's was worse.
Florida had I know Florida had 8 people that were out.
Yeah, that's how Oklahoma was. Yeah.
And I saw Oklahoma's was, I think 4 were out and 4 were questionable and 4 were doubtful. It's like, God dang.
I'm just, we have 3 offensive linemen out. Yay. And our offensive line is so good to begin with. Anyway, we won't get into that. But let's get into our first topic. I think it's just going to be us and I have not heard from JT or Terry today. So, Chris.
God damn.
This one's a rough one.
I'm going A2Y hot sauce.
So corn tortilla, chorizo, Mexican cheese, and hot sauce.
Yep.
That's no crazy talk at all. James.
So first row, I'll go flour tortilla. Second row, gotta go with the chorizo. You gotta love a good spice and all. Third row, I'll throw in some veggies, And then last row, I'll go with that salsa verde.
Oh yeah, salsa verde is good, especially on like chalupas and chilaquiles when they put that on there.
It's severely underrated in my opinion. It's so damn good.
Agree. For me, I'm gonna agree with Chris on the corn tortilla. I just love that shit. I'm going chorizo as well. I love it. On the third row, I just, gosh, man, I can't imagine one without cheese. And I really want to put the veggies on there, but I just can't imagine, a corn tortilla and chorizo with no cheese. So I'm going cheese. And on the bottom, give me the pico, man. A good pico is really good, especially if you can mix it with sour cream. Oh, this stuff's amazing. Like, I absolutely love it. Mexican food is the best food. Can we agree on that?
Oh, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. No crazy talk from me either. All right, so you know how this game works, Chris?
So I'm dumping the hard shell. Just not a fan of them. I prefer soft shell all the time. So I'm dumping the hard shell. I'm not a fan of chicken. I mean, I say that. I'll eat chicken, but I don't want chicken on a taco. I'm not down for hot things, so I'm dumping the jalapenos. And I'm not looking to eat anything that looks like it just came out of a baby's ass. I'm dumping the salsa verde.
That's crazy, dog. That shit is delicious. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, you may not eat it, but if you ever, like, do get you a dish where it comes on it, like chilaquiles, man, stuff's good. Jay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go ahead and toss the hard shell as well. The only time I actually like the hard shell is when my mom makes tacos. She'll include the hard shells and everything. Get the ground beef going. So I'll just put all the fixings on a regular plate and then crush up the hard shell as like a crunchy taco salad.
Yeah, I do that too. Just go ahead and throw that out there. I love that. That's you add the sour cream too. You get a little crunch. I love it.
Hell yeah. So I'll get rid of the hard shell. Second row, I'll probably go with the barbacoa. I've had it a few times before. Maybe it wasn't just the right day that I was having it. Maybe just not a fan of it. But you'd be surprised how good it is when you're starving in the field. Third row, yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get rid of the jalapenos. And as much as I hate saying it, I'll probably get rid of the mango salsa and keep the hot sauce.
Okay. No crazy talk there. For me, like y'all's jaws are gonna drop, but the flour tortilla. As much as I love them, a hard shell taco, man, like mom makes, just like you said, that's the first thing popped in my head. And then I'd have one where I'd eat it like that because she would bake the shit in the oven. She wouldn't just take it out of the box and give it to you. Like
Same thing as my mom did.
In the oven, it gets really good. And then you have one taco salad with a taco beside it. No, man, I can't get rid of that. Flour tortilla's got to go. I agree with you, barbacoa. I've had it, not a fan. It's gonna have to go. The third row was the hardest for me, man. I love jalapenos. I love grilled veggies. But jalapenos are gonna have to go in this scenario because I already got the chorizo. So I got the spice that I need, so I don't really need the jalapenos. And on the bottom row, I agree, James. Mango sauce is nasty as shit anyway, so it was an easy choice for me to dump that. I mean, it is. Excuse my language. Fucking disgusting. That like.
Well, for me, I think it's honestly slept on, but I mean, I like it. So, but hey, to each their own.
I don't like mango. That's the problem. Mango's just whatever my palate has. It does not like mangoes. So hold on. I want to get this real quick. I want to run. We're gonna run a commercial real quick. It's like 22 seconds. Not our commercial break. I just want y'all to see this. So on this Facebook page, Peachy King Deals and Steals, like what she does, she gets Amazon codes and like Walmart and stuff like that, like codes from the company, and she posts them for everybody to see, and till it runs out, I guess, or whatever. And I saw a Lego set on there today for $6.30. The small Lego sets are like $20. So like these deals are pretty cool. So it's this is not an advertiser. My cousin actually runs this page, Melissa. So, but I just saw that. I'm like, man, wow! Like I'm about to go Christmas shopping on this page. Like I'm dead ass. Man, I got 6 kids. I need to stretch the dime as far as I can stretch it.
Hell yeah.
But that's how I feel about that. So let's go to the next. Let's do an FAFO. Y'all want to do an FAFO?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's go! Get out of the door! You want to run the man? Get out! Get out! Get out! I didn't touch you. You were on my gun. Come and touch me because my man's right there. Come and put your hands on me. I ain't driving crazy. It was on my goddamn ass. I went to another lane. Get out of my face.
And that, my friends, is why you keep your hands to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So
Was that guy's name Dirty Sanchez?
I have no idea.
You get where I'm going with that, right?
Yes, I do. So she gets out and yell at the woman behind her. So her boyfriend gets out the car, and she punches him. So then he just like Brock Lesnar suplex her. I mean, this is a lesson to keep your hands to yourself for real.
Mhm.
Like you have to keep your hands to yourself. I'm trying to remember. Oh, one more lesson about
Oh, you told me.
humility. I really like how it got so bad. There's some dude like looks like a professional wrestler's arm around there, still can't get the guys off of it. Oh my goodness. So I gotta
Come on, James.
What?
It's-
She's an attention whore.
It's bad enough she brings you a mouse and places it on your lips, but then she's got to rub her butt on the back of your head. Come on, man.
She's an attention whore. She's the baby.
Man, when I saw that, that was funny. I wasn't sure that was AI, that picture. But it did have somebody like with a blue check mark, and they were telling the story of how the cat really did that. But anyway, it was funny. Like, so a cat brings a mouse to the human sleeping and places it on its mouth. Oh man, that cat though. I don't know, man. I'm not sure the horrible things that would happen to that cat if it did it to my wife. She doesn't like cats anyway. So I'm gonna make it even harder. We're gonna play this game like we play every other game. One per row. These are some good movies on here too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping Dirty Dancing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping The Lost Boys. And what's the other two? RoboCop, and what's that third one down there?
The third one on the right, I have no idea, to be completely honest with you, man. So that's
Yep.
probably the one I'm going to get rid of when we delete one.
I was gonna say, for some reason, I don't know why, it looks like Molly Ringwald, and my mind, for some reason, went to Breakfast Club.
Yes, it's not Molly Ringwald. So it's the woman's name I can't remember. She played in Back to the Future. Marty McFly's mom in the original one. That's
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know what it is. That's the one I'm going to eliminate. I'll go ahead and spoil that for you.
So I'm keeping Dirty Dancing, Lost Boys, and RoboCop.
Fantastic movies. Can't really call crazy. Not what I would have picked, obviously, but all three of those movies I could watch right now and be okay. James.
Yeah, first row, I'll go ahead and keep Dirty Dancing as well. One of Patrick Swayze's most iconic movies. Second row, I'll keep, honestly, very underrated movie in my opinion. I'll keep La Bamba, the story of Richie Valens, and leading up to the day that, as they say, music died. That fantastic movie, especially great acting from Lou Diamond Phillips. And then, yeah, I'll go ahead and keep RoboCop too.
All right. So I love La Bamba, man. So I love all these movies, but the bottom right, because I have no idea what it is. Y'all both kept Dirty Dancing. That's crazy. Lethal Weapon and Harry and the Hendersons. I'm keeping Harry and the Hendersons. If you've never seen that movie with John, I mean, that shit is hilarious. Like, have y'all seen it?
No.
Harry and the Hendersons? Yeah, that's a good movie.
Oh man, they find Bigfoot. John Lithgow's in it, and they come across Bigfoot and they befriend him, and he becomes part of the. Man, I was dying. Like, I was laughing so hard, tears. I mean, I was like 6, laughing so hard, tears were coming down my face. So I'm keeping Harry and the Hendersons. The second row, man, I love La Bamba. Like I watched that movie. I couldn't tell you how many times. La 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 Bamba, man. Richie Valens was that dude. Sad the day the music died, but the Lost Boys, I'm going to go ahead and keep the Lost Boys here. Me and my cousin Zach, we used to watch this all the time when I would go down to my granddaddy's for the summer, and it just became kind of special to me that time with my cousin, and so I'm going to keep Lost Boys. And on the bottom, man, RoboCop was a very good movie, but Over the Top was one of my favorite movies as a kid. And so when you're a kid and you have a dad you love, so now you're watching a movie. I don't know if you've seen Over the Top or not, but he's a truck driver, but he wants to be an arm wrestler. Like to make money for his family. He has this little boy that doesn't see much because he drives and dad, I love, and it's a father-son story. And then he goes over there and he makes it to like the finals of the Ultimate Arm Wrestling Championship. Man, Over the Top's awesome, man. I'm Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone. But now we have to eliminate one per row.
I'm doing some research real quick.
I mean, it's personal preference. What research do you need?
I'm trying to find out what that third one is on the bottom row. Anyway, top row for one to dump. You know what? Call me crazy. I'm going to say dump Lethal Weapon. Because there's so many movies with the same background, right? So, to me, they're a dime a dozen. That's not to say it's not a good movie. I'm just not going to choose it over these other two. Love La Bamba. Lost Boys is my thing. So, I'm dumping
Some kind of
Overboard.
Yeah, the third movie, Some Kind of Wonderful. That's what it is. Thank you, Dominic.
And yeah, I'm going to have to dump Some Kind of Wonderful. I don't even remember it. So
I don't either at all. And I lived through the 80s, so James.
All right. If I'm being honest, first row, I will dump Harry and the Hendersons on the count that I never saw it. Second row, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Overboard. I like the concept of it, but I saw part of it on TV one day, and I'm like, this is just fucking stupid.
I liked Overboard.
And then third row, Some Kind of Wonderful, because I really don't see it matching up to RoboCop or even Over the Top for that matter.
Yeah, so I spoiled that one for y'all earlier. Yeah, RoboCop and Over the Top, fantastic movies. I don't even know what this shit is on the bottom right, so it's gonna go for me too. Top row, call me crazy. You both fixing are, but Dirty Dancing, like, I just did not enjoy the movie. I have seen it, and I know it's a cult classic, and like, I know that, right? But I just did not enjoy this movie. Lethal Weapon with Danny Glover and Mel Gibson, I really enjoyed that movie. I enjoyed 1, 2, and 3. And I think there was a 4, but 1, 2, and 3, as far as I saw, I loved them. Second row, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. Overboard has to go here. I just said I enjoyed the movie, but nowhere near as I would Lost Boys or La Bamba.
Mm-hmm.
So I like it. That's our entertainment portion. I like doing the entertainment portion, like movies, and then I think next week we're going to do music. Hey, Chris, when does your LOA begin?
Tomorrow will be my last day work. My surgery is on Monday.
Your surgery's on Monday.
Yep.
Oh, I just, I didn't hate Dirty Dancing. I just like Lethal Weapon and Harry and the Hendersons are really good movies, man.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites of all time.
I'll tell you right now, I bet Emily's thinking, you're not getting any Dirty Dancing.
Thank you for giving her the idea. Appreciate that, buddy. I'll return the favor one day. Goodness. All right. So I like this. I like this new format. I talk a little sports, talk a little food, talk a little entertainment. I have a lot of fun with it, and the views are up with it too. So that's really good.
So what Emily's really trying to say is you get around and start shaking your ass, wearing a Speedo, and doing your thing, huh?
Maybe I didn't get the reference, but I mean, I'll dance for her. It don't bother me. That's my wife. Whatever she requires. That's how I feel about my wife. Whatever it takes is what I will do to make her happy. That much I promise you.
So, for entertainment, how about movies with a musical theme behind them?
So you talking
Yeah,
about
musicals.
Like La Bamba?
Like La Bamba, Crossroads, things like that.
Yeah, not musicals though, because I don't do
Okay.
that. But
Right.
but mine, yeah, we'll do that because The Doors is one of my favorite movies, man. The Doors is fantastic. Yeah, she does not like Christmas. So I'll be completely honest. I have already started listening to Christmas music on my ride to work and such. This is a fact. I love it. All right. So real quick synopsis. This is my top 10. Obviously, 1 through 5 are on the left side. 5 through 10 are on the right side. Chris, what's right? What's wrong? What would you change?
I got Miami at number 1. I don't think there's a better team in college football right now. The way they're playing, hitting on all cylinders, that's a nasty team right there. I think Indiana's a little bit high. I would have, if I'm being honest, I think I would have Texas A&M at number 2. Just because of their resume.
I got you.
Now, there's a big game this weekend. I don't want to spoil it later. Indiana at Oregon is going to tell us a lot. And I can say this, had this game been played this past Saturday, it may or may not have affected who I chose in this game. I'll talk more on that later. I think Texas Tech is low. I think Ole Miss is about right. And Oklahoma, the jury is still out. Will John Mateer be the same coming back from injury as he was before the injury? Just so much yet to question about them. Can they get through the grind of the season in the SEC? We shall see. They got some big games coming up.
They do. James.
Yeah, I mean, either way you look at it, it really doesn't matter who's 1 or 2. Either way, it looks right. Yeah. So between Ohio State and Miami, you could put Miami at 1, Ohio State at 2. It still makes sense. Plus, we really didn't know what to expect from Carson Beck going into this season. But like I said, he's picked up where Cam Ward left off. He's got that national championship experience. He's got that SEC experience, which is definitely a big-time advantage when you're going to a conference like the ACC. So, yeah, Miami is a deadly team right now. Indiana, yeah, they probably could drop a few. I'd probably put Texas A&M over them as well. Alabama, yeah, there's no team that's playing better than them right now. I think they finally are starting to put the pieces together. I think it was kind of hit and miss with Jalen Milroe, but I think with Ty Simpson, they're starting to pull things together and look like the Alabama that we used to hate of the late 2000s and 2010s. Oregon, yeah, I honestly think that they're just going to blow Indiana's doors off because they're playing at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be ass kicking for Indiana. But hey, I'll give props to Cignetti if he can put some points on the board. Georgia, yeah, they got to bounce back in a big way this weekend, and we'll see how that goes. Ole Miss and Texas Tech, I would probably switch, but overall, yeah, Texas Tech is definitely winning the Big 12 with everything that they spent in the transfer portal, and Yeah, they're showing it on the field right now. They're the team to beat, especially in the Big 12. And Oklahoma, yeah, damn, you really showed up this season. I really didn't believe in you last year after going 6-6 in the SEC, but wow, y'all really turned things around.
Yeah, for sure. So for me, Ohio State's number one because they're the undefeated defending national champion. So until they drop one, this is where they will stay for me. That's just something that I'm going to stand on there. So Miami at number two, they deserve to be there. Indiana at number three. I think Indiana's really, really good, and I think they came up against a trap game in adversity in Iowa and took care of business. That's what impressed me the most. Because Iowa, yeah, their offense is terrible, but their defense is not. So that was a really good show for Indiana, I feel. Texas A&M, man, that they're definitely top four. Bama, the rest of it, I'm not really going to get too much into any of the Indiana, Oregon, or any of that because we are going to be talking about that shortly. So, and that's one of my favorite parts. We have our 5 games that we pick. J Ram, who does 4th and 25 on the network, he's in the game now. Terry, he wanted in the game. So everybody's doing their top 10 is really cool. So let's take our only commercial break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're watching Villains, the podcast, only on the Villain Media Network.
The one you love to hate. Andrew Anderson, spitting truth that just can't wait. Got a podcast, like a punch right to your face. College sports villain, taking it over the place. I bring the facts whether you like it or not. Dropping truth bombs, giving it all I got. They call me a villain. Well, I wear that badge with pride. Nothing but secrets they try to hide. I'm rocking my veins, rebellious to the core. I won't back down, won't take it anymore. The bad guy of the podcast world, that's me. Unleashing the truth, setting it all free. Unleashing the truth.
Welcome back to Villains, the podcast. As always, if you want a tattoo, come see Jimbo. If you're in the upstate of South Carolina, I'm telling you, like all of these are his, just handiwork right here. So let's move along. Let's do our last FAFO before I forget about it. There was 3 shows ago, James, I had these 4 FAFOs that were great, and I never played them. We got to talk and all right. before I put this on there, I want to put a disclaimer. The person's fine, and if you're squeamish, please don't watch this. I almost wonder if I should not play it. I'm gonna get before I play it, Chris, James, I'm gonna send this video to y'all, and y'all let me know if y'all think I should not do it. Yeah, it's a little 45-second video. We'll come back to that. I just thought better of it all of a sudden. I'm like, man, that's kind of vicious. So let's go to this one. What you think?
Damn, I mean, the first row and third row are pretty tough to choose from when it comes to wanting to keep one.
All three rows, well, not all three rows, but the middle row is pretty hard too, bro.
That's true.
Chris, just so you know, Chris is probably watching the video I sent before he does this graphic, so that's why he hasn't started yet. But we'll go out of turn while he's watching that, James.
Yeah.
Play it.
What's that?
Play it.
Play it?
Yeah.
Alrighty. The person is all right, by the way, and I don't know how.
That was some elite driving skills put on by that car, especially when they did the little dipsy do in the grass and got around the roadblock there. That was a nice little piece of driving until it wasn't.
Correct. He was driving well until the train hit him. So even if you're running away, I get it, that adrenaline's going, but you see a van stopped at the train tracks. Something has to click in your mind at that point. Why are they stopped?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's just the way I think, because I think like that when I'm driving. If I'm coming up on someone and I notice they're going really slow, well, I'm going to go really slow too, because they know something I don't, I assume, and I'm just going to go with the flow at that point. To my point, like this could be somebody who drives this road all the time and they've seen deer crossing this exact path. It's like some kind of path, so they slow down. I'm going to heed that warning.
Right.
Chris, what you got?
Okay, so one of my favorite desserts is a cheesecake. So obviously, I'm keeping the New York cheesecake. Apple pie. There's a song about apple pie, right? Do you remember that song, Andrew?
I'm sure I do.
Talks about baseball and apple pies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
I'm keeping the apple pie.
I know exactly what you're talking about after you said that.
And here comes the fun part. Ain't nothing better than a hot, fresh out of the oven, put a little knife mark in the top of it, stuff some butter down into it on a blueberry muffin, straight out the oven. That's it.
No crazy talk. I love blueberry muffins. To be honest with you, to go eat. I'll be like super honest with you. I like 8 of these 9 things on this page. So, James,
Let's see. First row, I'll go ahead and keep the chocolate cake. Honestly, it's just something that you can't beat sometimes. Second row, in my opinion, it is the ultimate fall and even winter kind of pie. Give me apple pie with a nut or a hot slice of apple pie with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on the side and a chocolate drizzle on that vanilla ice cream.
Yes,
sir.
You can. I'm sorry. If you can find any fall or winter dessert better than that, I dare you to.
And even if you don't have the ice cream, a little bit of Cool Whip will do too.
Yeah,
it will.
right
Agreed.
on the side, you just cut a slice off, get that Cool Whip.
Ugh.
Can't be beat. And then the third row. This is where things get interesting. I've had all three. Granted, store bought, but hey, nothing beats homemade. Just because we have entered October, I think I will go with another fall classic. Blueberry stands above, but I'm gonna have to go with banana nut on this one.
All
At least
right.
you didn't
well,
say pumpkin spice.
Oh God! Gouge my eyes out before I even consider pumpkin spice.
you are high, sir. My tastes are fantastic. So look, I also have pumpkin spice Keurig pods because I love it. At one point, my wife had bought me like 12 to 14 boxes in stock, and I think I'm down to 4. So I love pumpkin spice. That's crazy talk. On the first row, chocolate cake. Man, chocolate cake is the best cake. Like you could have put any cake up here next to chocolate cake, and I'm probably choosing chocolate cake, just to be honest with you. So, second row, and this is really hard for me because I really like all three of these pies a lot. But I agree with y'all. Hot apple pie with some vanilla ice cream on top of it. You're not gonna beat that for a dessert.
Nope.
It's not going to. I make a homemade apple pie. The family loves it. I'm probably gonna make one Saturday night when I get off work. And on the bottom row, blueberry muffins are the best muffins. They're elite tier muffins to me. And I like them hot too, like Chris is talking about. I don't put butter in them, but I do like hot blueberry muffins. And I've even had them with pancake syrup on it, and believe it or not, that's fantastic. I have no idea. I think I was at a restaurant one day and I had a blueberry muffin and some pancakes, and it had got on it, and I tried it. I was like, that is fantastic. But you know how this game goes.
I do not like coconut. So, for obvious reason, coconut cake is gone. However, had that said black walnut cake, that would have trumped everything. But it don't. It says coconut. It's gone.
Coconut
Choosing between blueberry pie and cherry pie. That's a tough one.
Yeah, it is. They're all three great.
However, I much prefer a blueberry cobbler versus a blueberry pie. So for that reason, I'm choosing to keep the cherry pie and dump the blueberry.
I like blueberry cobbler too.
Now, getting down here to this bottom row, I'm sorry. I'll eat them. And they're okay. But I'm sorry. Muffins weren't made to be chocolate. I'm keeping the banana nut and dropping the chocolate muffin.
I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. Chocolate is made for everything. James.
All right, let's see here. So for the first row, I'll cut out the New York cheesesteak. If it was a chocolate cheesecake, I'd probably consider keeping it. and dumping the coconut cake. Man, I might get some crazy talk on this one, but I'll probably eliminate the cherry pie just based off how it looks. Like the little lacing that the apple pie and blueberry pie has going looks like it's going to keep everything nice and snug in there. One slice of that cherry pie looks like it's going to come, everything's going to come falling out. And it's like, well, fuck, now I don't want to eat this because it basically lost everything that goes into it. And let's see, man, as much as I love chocolate muffins, I'm gonna have to dump them as well, because I mean, when it comes, whether it's homemade or even store bought, you can't beat blueberry and banana nut muffins.
Okay. I just want to go ahead and throw this out there. I love coconut cake. Like, it's not coconut frosting and all that. It's just the cake itself is coconut, and I love it. It's really good stuff. On the second row, I'm gonna be honest with you, like even if cherry pie had the same topping as the others, cherry is not blueberry, and I love blueberry cobbler too. But blueberry pie is good. It's good stuff. Cherry is just okay. I prefer my cherries covered in chocolate. And so chocolate covered cherries is how I eat my cherries. And on the bottom row, I disagree with y'all completely. Chocolate muffins are fantastic. Banana nut muffins is the weak link in this. I'll eat them. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm hungry, I will eat a banana nut muffin. But it 100% isn't going to be over chocolate for me. I'm a big chocolate guy. I think y'all have known that over these past few years that we've known each other. Chocolate is like my favorite.
Oh, when I saw the picture, I knew exactly what you were keeping. There was 0.00 chance, possibly even a negative 10% chance that you were dumping anything chocolate.
That is factual. I that's just the way I feel. Chocolate is great. Like, I don't know how some people say they don't like chocolate. I think they're lying. It's like when people tell me they don't like fried chicken. Like, you don't have to lie to me. Like, I don't care, like, fried or not. So, I mean, fried chicken is delicious.
But Andrew, we know why you like the chocolate. You're young. You're married. Chocolate's an aphrodisiac. Sometimes you have to schedule some shit. And when you have to schedule it, you go get your piece of chocolate cake or something chocolate, get yourself in the mood, and there you go.
So first of all, I'm not young. I am 44. So I meant, like, I know that I'm a lot younger than some people, but nobody at 44 gets to call themselves young anymore. Like, I wake up, like, our bed bros king size, and we have, like, this Ebenezer Scrooge, like, 4-post bed, like, and then sometimes I wake up and my hip hurts, and we have this nice, no, but yeah, I love chocolate, man. Chocolate, and I love anything with my wife as well. So, you know, my wife, she's just great. Y'all know how I feel about my wife. So I do hope that we have something going on with the Halloween theme. So I guess it's 3 weeks from tonight is the night before Halloween. It'll be Thursday. It'll be our show. I hope Chris is back by then.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed Chris is back, at least podcasting at that point. He won't be in that much pain. That'd be really cool. I'm trying to get a bunch of people on, and it's, we'll have costumes and stuff like that. Chris has a costume he wore a couple years ago. I'd love to see come back, to be honest with you.
I still have the blue shirt.
I'm just saying, I would love it. So good times. All right. So
that was fun. Oh, he was so mad. He was so mad.
He was pissed, like super pissed at you. And it was all in good fun too. I mean, like, I'll be completely honest with you. It wasn't distasteful in the least. It's not like you were like burping or putting a rainbow flag behind your head, trying to embarrass him for whatever reason. I mean, I was okay with it personally. Y'all can do that to me, man. If y'all want to come on with a Gamecock hat and t-shirt and crazy talk over and over, yeah, so be it. Ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
That'll be Terry does that.
Yeah, Terry for sure will do that. Terry is definitely a troll. No doubt about that. I love Terry though. I'm so glad he's a part of this network. He's absolutely hilarious. So before we move to the next one, real quick, I can't remember. I think Brandon sent me this. Name a movie, Chris, and it's not necessarily your favorite movie because my favorite movie I don't watch over and over. But name a movie you can watch over and over and over and over again and never get tired of it.
That's actually pretty simple. I don't even have to think hard and long about this. I've watched it 52 times already. Came out in 1986. Little movie called Crossroads. And if you don't know anything about it, at the end, there's a guitar battle. And Steve Vai is in it. And he actually gets played off the stage by a guy who's acting, but he's acting like he's playing Eddie Van Halen piece. Steve Vai can't play it. That movie is called Crossroads.
So, Crossroads, I do remember that movie. Had the Karate Kid.
Yep.
And Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio, yep.
Yeah, yeah, Karate Kid was in that movie. Not my kind of movie. Not a big fan of guitars and stuff like that. However, I am aware of it. So, James.
Oh boy, I think the go-to, in my opinion, there's a lot of them. I mean, I could literally say any Chris Farley movie from the '90s, The Mask, Ace Ventura 1 and 2, Happy Gilmore, Big Daddy. I mean, I'm sorry, the '90s had all the comedy stars of Jim Carrey, Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, David Spade. So. The list goes on, but I'm going to go with an all-time classic that I've seen probably over 100 times, know it verbatim, and I'll still never get tired of it to this very day. I'm going to go with a little number called Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Love Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I'm not sure I could watch it on a continuous loop like that, but I have seen it a number of times. I would say I've seen it over 10 times in my life. And I don't watch movies like that, at all. So that absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Shrubbery?
Can I add a 1B to mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
The only perfect cinematic movie ever made would be 1B for me, and that's Gone with the Wind.
So I love Gone with the Wind. Could I watch that on a continuous loop? No. But I love it. Casablanca is another one that I absolutely love. I love all those 90s movies that you mentioned. Like Chris Farley is one of my all-time favorites. My favorite movie of all time is Spies Like Us. I could watch that over and over, but I really could. I love Spies Like Us. But I think the movie that I could just put on repeat and watch it, and it doesn't get enough love. I mean, the production, the actors, the storytelling, the action scenes. Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one. Absolutely brilliant movie. I mean, everybody was just perfect. The story was perfect. The production was perfect. I watched that movie a bunch, and just because I'm not a Johnny Depp guy like that, I mean, I can't think of many other movies I like Johnny Depp in except for Once Upon a Time in Mexico. Fantastic movie.
Another good one he was in. It's a movie called Blow.
Yes, Blow. But all in all, I'm not like the whole Edward Scissorhands and Willy Wonka and I'm just not that emo kind of guy. It's just not my thing. But Pirates of the Caribbean, damn near perfect. That's all I'm saying. That movie was a chef's kiss. So I just wanted to let's do our traditional pick one per row.
I'm not mistaken. We had this one the other day.
Did we already do this one?
No, that one. The one we had the other day didn't have the bolognese and the.
Yeah, we ain't had this one. No.
It's close to one we had.
Well, yeah, I mean, it may have been. There's a lot of food ones out there, but we haven't had this one.
Row number one. I'm taking. Well, are we going row by row, or are we just picking
Yes.
three?
Row by row.
Okay. Pizza. Lasagna. Give me the shrimp scampi. And the pizza cookie.
Yeah, so these are just so y'all know, and I know you're like, this is similar, but to me, this is the hardest one I've ever done. I'm just going to be honest with you. So, James.
All right. So first row, I'll go with the mozzarella sticks. Nice little appetizer to get things started. Second row, I've had it for as long as I can remember. I'll go with bolognese. Third row, nice Caesar salad, kind of cleanse the palate, and also a good side dish as well. And then final row, yeah, I'll go with a nice pizza cookie.
All right. It's hard to do crazy talk on this one because everything on this is so.
Oh, I'm fixing to.
And I'm sure I'm going to give y'all some crazy talk on mine. So on the first row, this is really hard for me because like good pizza is hard to beat. And I don't mean cheap pizza. I mean good pizza is hard to beat. Like when you find a good spot like Guys 24 or some random corner in Boston and stuff like that, man, it's hard to beat. I love mozzarella sticks. If chicken Alfredo was made with penne, it would be like I love it, but most of the time they make it with linguine, and that's just not my thing. But I'm gonna go with pizza here, believe it or not, even though I'm not a big pizza guy, because when I think about good pizza, like really good pizza, it's better than chicken Alfredo. That's just my opinion, and I like mozzarella sticks. I would never turn them down ever. But I'm going with a good pizza. Second row, I'm going with lasagna. I love lasagna. Lasagna is my favorite food. Like, bar none, my favorite thing to eat is lasagna. Just absolutely love it. The third row is so hard because I love baked ziti. Caesar salad is one of the superior salads, and shrimp scampi. But I'm going to go with shrimp scampi here. I love anything shrimp and scampi with the hot butter and garlic all over it. Man, it's hard to beat something that's garlic and butter. And on the bottom row, man, as much as I love chocolate, give me the spinach and artichoke dip. It is my favorite appetizer, especially when they serve it with pita bread. Nothing better than spinach and artichoke dip. My absolute favorite appetizer, bar none. Chris.
Man, that's crazy talk.
Spinach artichoke dip's good. What you talking about?
So, to be fair, on the top row, I would not get rid of any of these. I love them all.
Me too. Well, yeah.
But choosing between mozzarella sticks and chicken Alfredo to get rid of one, I'm keeping the cheese sticks every time. Row two. So I've already picked the lasagna, right? So now I have to figure out which one I'm getting rid of between bolognese and garlic bread. Well, I have the lasagna. I have to have the garlic bread. Bolognese, you're out. I've never been a big salad fan until about the last 6 months. I could live without it. I really could. But over the last 6 months, I've started having a craving for salads.
Salads are good, bro.
And because of that, I'm going to drop the baked ziti. And on the third row, just because I don't like spinach, and I damn sure don't like artichoke, therefore I'm not going to eat a spinach artichoke dip. Give me the sweet potato fries, throw away the dip.
You really have to eat it, not be closed-minded because it says spinach and artichoke. Like it is so good. But to each their own. James.
All right. So the first row is pretty simple. I'll go ahead and get rid of the chicken Alfredo. I don't even know what kind of restaurant that serves chicken Alfredo where the sauce is red, because the sauce is whiter than Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Yes.
Uncultured swine.
Second row, I'm gonna get some crazy talk on this one, but I will die on this hill just based off the pictures alone. And anytime you go to an Italian restaurant, 10 times out of motherfucking 10, you are gonna get this on the side with any dish that you get. Second row, I'll get rid of the garlic bread because, again, 10 times out of 10, any Italian place you go to, you're getting garlic bread on the side, no matter what. Third row, I'll eliminate the baked ziti. Keep some seafood in there, keep it nice and fresh. And then final row, I mean, these are all practically Italian, so there's only one of these things is not like the other. So I'll eliminate the sweet potato fries.
Okay. For me, even though I was giving you a lot of shit, yeah, that white sauce is vastly inferior to red sauce. Like 100% agree with you on that point. Chicken Alfredo goes on the first row. Second row, I'm keeping the garlic bread. Like I know you may get a side of it, but like I could eat like 26 pieces of that shit, to be honest with you. I love garlic bread. So bolognese has got to go. Third row, we're gonna be simpatico here. The baked ziti got to go. I love baked ziti, but man, Caesar salads are amazing. Like you get a good Caesar salad, man, that stuff is just perfect when they got the Parmesan just right. Yeah.
Especially the Parmesan flakes that they got going on in this picture.
Yes. Oh, man, that's good stuff. I love Caesar. And the bottom, man, I don't like sweet potato fries anyway. I'm keeping the pizza cookie and the sweet potato fries. It's just one of those times where I don't think I would like it in the first place. I don't think I've ever had it. I like sweet potato pie a little bit, but no.
Okay, on your sweet potato pie, let me ask you this. Does it remind you of pumpkin pie?
It's somewhat similar, but it's sweeter than pumpkin pie is.
It's a sweeter pumpkin pie. It's the same thing, but sweeter in my book.
It's definitely sweeter. So we have come to the portion where we are going to make picks. So first game that we're going to pick is Nebraska at Maryland. Chris.
I'm taking Maryland. They've been halfway decent this year. I think going on the road to another time zone is going to be hard for Nebraska. I'm not saying they can't do it. I just think going out there, playing a solid team in their own house, I think Maryland might shock them.
Alrighty. James.
I'm going with Nebraska. I feel like they're really slept on right now. Yeah, they're gonna go to a different time zone, but it's only an hour difference. It's not like USC is coming up to Champaign, Illinois, going through 2 different time zones. But I
Right.
really think that Nebraska is a sleeper team right now. Maryland's good. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like Nebraska is going to be the better team in this one.
All right. I agree. I think Nebraska has finally figured something out. And Maryland, very disappointing to see them lose to Washington at home. Took the ump out of it for me for Maryland. Had Maryland won that game, I would be predicting Maryland to win. But Nebraska is a 6.5 point favorite on the road. That's even more than Alabama is over Missouri, and Vegas is rarely wrong. So give me Nebraska in this game. By the way, there's some games going on right now. East Carolina is currently beating Tulane in the third quarter, 13-12. That's a good game. Tulane's not the team we thought they were going to be, but they still should be better than East Carolina. That would be my thinking anyway. So I'm trying to pull this up. So Texas, Oklahoma, Red River rivalry, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Texas is the home game in this, and Texas is currently favored to win again. It has swung back over from earlier today where Oklahoma was a 1.5 point favorite, and Texas is currently the 1.5 point favorite. So as we know, this is a neutral site game that's played in the Cotton Bowl every year. So Chris, who you got?
Oklahoma. I've been hearing all week that John Mateer is going to play. It's absolutely amazing to think that 10 days out from having surgery on his hand, he was already throwing a football. That to me tells me his recovery has gone well. He's been at practice every day this week. I think he's a go for the game. With him being in the go, Texas is in trouble.
All right, James.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with Oklahoma as well. The fact that Texas lost to Florida in the Swamp when I believe they were heavily favored in that game. And then you look at Oklahoma, who's had an insane turnaround. I mean, I believe they've already matched their wins right now compared to their win total last year. So I'm going with Oklahoma in this one.
Oklahoma had 6 wins last year. They currently have 5.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm going with Oklahoma, but not by much. And the reason I say that
Daddy's got you. Daddy's got you.
is Oklahoma has a shit ton of people out, and Vegas is keeping this game an off game, basically a pick'em game. But I do have Oklahoma winning, but not by a lot. I think it'll be a close game. Alabama at Missouri.
This is the one I want to talk about. Everybody keeps talking about Missouri's offense and the numbers they're putting up, right? I say not so fast. You've played the number 109 schedule in the nation out of 135 teams. You are number 109. Do you know who's got better schedules than you? MTSU, Navy, Memphis. All these teams that people always say don't deserve a spot because competition matters. Well, guess what? Missouri, you have no competition. With that schedule that you've played, you better be putting up numbers. Their best game to date, and I don't mean any offense by this, Andrew, but it was a severely offensively challenged South Carolina team. And I think it's fair to say that they're offensively challenged. And that team still just about won the game. I think the score was 29-20, right?
Correct.
A severely offensive challenged team almost beat you in your house. I don't see there's any way that Missouri keeps this close. I think Alabama goes in there and boat races them.
Alrighty. James.
Yeah, I'm going with Alabama as well. Usually, like 9 times out of 10, when it came to playing Alabama, you always had to bring your A game no matter what. Now, obviously, they've taken a few steps back, but now they're taking a few steps forward this season. So with that said, yeah, Missouri, you're going to have to bring your A game on this one. Alabama really looks like they're starting to piece things together. So I'm going to take Bama in this one.
Alrighty. So let's break down South Carolina, Missouri. Missouri had the ball 11 minutes more. South Carolina had -9 yards rushing. South Carolina had no offensive line. The North Sellers was able to put up 302 yards with no offensive line. What's Alabama going to do when Ty Simpson's standing back there for 5 to 8 seconds, chucking the rocket down? This is going to be brutal for Missouri. I mean, like you have to understand the North Sellers with less than 3 seconds threw for 302 yards on you and 2 touchdowns. Alabama's offensive line is as good as it gets. And Ty Simpson, who I think is the best quarterback in the country, is just going to be able to sit back there and pick you apart like the North Sellers did within 3 seconds. No, this game will not be close. Alabama's going to run up the score. And it's crazy to talk to anybody who says different to me. That's how I feel about it. All right. So now, Indiana at Oregon.
I mentioned this one earlier. Had this game been last week, this past Saturday, I would have picked Indiana. Yes, I know the numbers. Oregon's like 43-1 at home over the last however many years. I get it. But had it been played Saturday, I think Oregon would have had a letdown game after the big emotional win at Penn State. But that's not the case. They've had a week to marinate on that.
Yeah, you better get down.
And being that it's at Autzen, which is one of the best home field advantages in all of college football,
Please, relax.
I think it's a little bit more than Indiana can chew. I'm going to take Oregon, but I think it's less than a 7-point game.
All right, James.
I'm going to take Oregon as well, but I think the score is definitely going to be a high-scoring game, but mostly for Oregon. Oregon is a very tough team to play, especially in their home environment. So, but like I said, I'll give a ton of credit to Cignetti if he can put some points on the board and somewhat make it a decent type shootout game.
Okay. So I was the lone detractor here picking Indiana. So I remember it took late into the fourth quarter. Late into the fourth quarter for Oregon to put away Northwestern. That's a problem. So that really bothers me about them. That should have not happened that way. And then I look at Indiana and going into the highly anticipated matchup with Illinois, where everybody said this is where they fall. They went in and put up 63 points. Like 63 points against Illinois. And only allowed 10. And then turned around in the emotional game after that in Iowa, who probably has a top 10 defense again this year, like they always do, and found a way to win that game on the road. Like beating Iowa on the road, I mean, especially with the defense they had, bad offense, but to come up and have that win and not have that letdown, give me Indiana with the upset here, man. Like I think Indiana wins this game, and I'll be honest with you, I think Indiana pulls away.
So do you
take that as you will.
Do you think this might be a game where UCLA Dante Moore shows up?
Could be.
Because he got the big win at Penn State. I still don't trust him. He's still got a little bit of UCLA in him. And he was not good at UCLA.
No, he was not. So we're gonna go to our last pick of the day. South Carolina at LSU.
This is my fun one, right?
Mm-hmm.
LSU's got a better defense or South Carolina's got a better defense than LSU. I think that's a given.
That.
South Carolina has better special teams than LSU. South Carolina might have the best special teams in the country.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say.
South Carolina has had this game circled on their calendar. They circled it. They don't want another repeat of last year. They don't want to leave it in the officials' hands. If there's anything we've learned about circle games, they matter. And 9 times out of 10, what we've seen this year is teams that have had games circled come out and absolutely handle business convincingly. LSU cannot run the ball. And if you go into a game against a defense like South Carolina, as one-dimensional as what LSU is, you're in trouble. Give me South Carolina.
All right, South Carolina with the upset. I certainly hope so. James.
Yeah, I think we've said it time and time again. Much respect to South Carolina, but this is a night game at LSU. You're going to have 100,000 plus screaming at the top of their lungs who have been basically drinking since they woke up this morning, getting ready for this game. This is going to and obviously we know that nighttime games at LSU are easily second to none. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with LSU in this one.
Alrighty. So for me, this game's going to go one of two ways, and I don't think it could go any other way. LSU cannot run the ball. South Carolina cannot run the ball. So it's literally going to be South Carolina and Lenore Sellers versus LSU and Nussmeier. So that they're the two most important pieces in this. Simply because running the ball is not going to be a thing in this game. Just like Missouri found out, Missouri had been averaging 200 rushing yards a game. Well, they got about 98 at South Carolina. You're not running the ball at that defensive line. You're not going to do it. And LSU struggles to do it anyway, so they're not going to. This game comes down to one or two ways. The problem for this game, the reason like the spread's 9.5, and I wouldn't bet on this game for $1 million. If somebody paid me $1 million to bet $1 million on this game, I wouldn't do it. And the reason being is you have no fucking idea which South Carolina or which LSU is showing up in this game. You've got no idea which team is coming. And so many variables, the good South Carolina team, the bad LSU team, flip-flop, and then both good teams show up, both bad teams show up. Those are really your two scenarios here. It's either going to be a 17-14 type of game where it keeps it close and one team or the other wins. Most likely scenario, South Carolina has lost time of possession, besides the Kentucky game where we actually won it. Every game this year by 11 minutes or more. That's a problem for South Carolina. Most likely outcome in this game, South Carolina, tons of 3-and-outs. LSU just has the ball too many times. Probably looking at a 21-10 type of game. LSU.
Interesting.
So that's just how I see it going down. Like I've watched South Carolina all year long. And Lenore Sellers has less than 3 seconds to throw the ball. That's a problem. That's a whole ass problem. And our running backs aren't even getting to the line of scrimmage before they're getting hit. Like, you don't believe me, go back and watch. Just pick a random South Carolina game. Don't take my word for it. And watch the running game. It's abysmal. Like, they're getting hit in the backfield. Like, and you can't even gauge how damn good your running back is because he's got no space to run anywhere. So that I think ultimately it comes down to South Carolina's offensive line. They're bad, and they have 3 injuries, people that are out. Just can't win that way. Not against LSU's front 4, in my opinion. Give me 21-10 LSU.
Okay.
All right. So that brings us to our final subject.
You Lord, oh Lord, you Lord, for Sunday. You Lord, oh Lord, you Lord, for Sunday. You Lord, oh Lord.
All righty. So we have come to final thoughts, man. That was a fun show. I love this new format. Throw in some sport because I can talk sports 24/7. Yeah, I really could. But I get to go on James's show all the time. Tomorrow I close, so I'll probably be on the last 30 minutes if I can, swing that. But I am off next Friday, so I will be on the whole show. I'm on vacation.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I get to talk sports there. I got to go on Cody and Brandon's show last night because it's LSU South Carolina week. They do like a 35-minute podcast there. But it was a fun time. We got to break down the game pretty much the whole time. They did do a recap of last week, which it was a bummer for a minute. It always is when your team loses, right? It's a bummer week. But it was fun times. I think it's gonna be great. Chris, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. So, back at the beginning of high school football season, I decided to branch out and do something new. I started a new podcast called Spot the Ball Podcast.
Correct.
I haven't put it on Villains Media yet, but it's on the Villains platform, airing on the Golden Broom channels. I think it's gone surprisingly well. Actually had a parent of a player in Tennessee reach out to me and say, hey, thanks for giving my kids some love, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's parlayed itself into Saturday evening. We're recording an interview with this young player. He's a sophomore in high school. In 7 games, has 1,670 yards rushing. He's 9th in the nation in rushing yards, and just a sophomore. And has a story to tell. And his mom reached out to me specifically. And I think it's gone well. Spot the Ball will air. It's been airing on Sundays at 6:30. We do a weekly scoreboard. We nominate players of the week. We give out an award called the Titan Award. That brings in the Tennessee Titans, tie in a little bit to the state of Tennessee, giving out a player of the week. It's a really fun time. Now, the hard part is I'm probably not going to be on Villains for at least a week, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how everything goes. I will be having surgery on Monday. I'm having a spinal fusion done in my neck. I'm having the C4, C5, C5, C6, and C6, C7. They have to go in and replace those with spacers because the damage in my neck is so severe. Without getting it done, I stand an opportunity to lose use of my right arm to paralysis within 6 months. So it's something I have to do. I can't put it off. So I'm sure Andrew and James will keep the fort down while I'm out. I don't even know if I'm going to be missed, if I'm being honest. But that's just me being humble, right?
You'll be missed, I'm sure. Like, we're on here every week.
On the Golden Broom, Cody's going to have a co-host sit in for me. Not sure who that's going to be yet. He's got a couple guys in mind. But if it's your thing, I'd appreciate your thoughts and prayers while I'm recovering, and I'll be back as soon as I can.
Love it. I love it. James.
Yeah, so you already know what tomorrow is going to bring. It's going to be the most uncut, unfiltered, and uncensored sports talk show you will find on social media. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. We're going to be talking college football. We're going to be talking baseball, even hockey, because hockey is back and in full effect, baby.
And your Blackhawks are 0-2.
No, we're 1-1, good sir.
Yeah, you're 1-1.
No, we beat the Bruins in overtime.
No, you lost in overtime.
No, we beat them 4-3 in overtime.
Let me look at that again.
Nope.
No, we lost.
Yeah, 4-3. I saw it differently. I thought the Blackhawks won.
No, we didn't.
I had to give you shit, though, right?
That team right there is actually going to do something this season.
Well, all I know is the Phillies aren't going to do shit this season because they're going home.
Yeah, they're on the verge of going home. But yeah, tomorrow it's going to be great. It's going to be fun. Can't wait to see you there, Andrew. And since it is October, I finally get to say this. Stay spooky, y'all.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Once again, I appreciate y'all being in here. I gotta tell you, just pray for Chris. Pray for everybody, man. This world's crazy. I'm not gonna get into any of that and semantics and all that, but gosh, you know, if you're not right with Jesus, now's the time. Like, and
can I interrupt you for just a second, Andrew?
What's that?
Make sure to pray for James. He's going through a very hard time right now. His Yankees have been eliminated by the Blue Jays. The Blackhawks are 0-1. Their ass. I mean, come on, man. Pray for James. He's going through a lot right now.
Love the fact that the Yankees just live in your head rent-free.
So
Rent-free, baby. You might as well start charging them.
I'm a Blackhawks fan, too. So, and my team didn't even make the playoffs. So I ain't saying shit. So my Braves sat at home at the end of the season twiddling their thumbs and got rid of our manager who won a World Series only 4 years ago.
Fair.
My team is in dire straits, bro. James, your team, you got nothing to worry about. My team, I'm severely worried. We still haven't even picked up a manager yet, but you know, whatever, we'll be fine. Oh my goodness!
I mean, it is what it is because right now, the last I saw, the Giants are actually beating Philadelphia on Thursday Night Football.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's 27-17. God damn, Jackson Dart took last week personally.
Well, you know, I will tell you that the Eagles, and I said this before, and I did tell you, so I told y'all the Broncos were going to win that game. Actually, we did the show last week, man, and I got all but 2 right. Like, I had a fantastic week of pick 'em. But it's same deal. Eagles can't win them all. Like, it's just, that's not how football is anymore. Like, there's too many good teams out there. So, but the Eagles will be just fine, even if they end up losing this game. They're the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, even when Brady was on Super Bowl defending Patriot teams, they had 3 losses max. Like, they came close in 2007, but we all know how that ended up.
Definitely. All right. So, Philadelphia. No, but in all honesty, you know, I want to thank y'all for being here. We're watching. What's up?
Check your message.
Yes, that is true. Yesterday did start 59 straight days of football, NFL or college. So we are on a 59-day streak of one football or the other. So it's the best time of year. Baseball playoffs are going. Hockey's back. College football and NFL are in full swing. And college basketball, which is one of my favorites, is right around the corner. Go Gamecocks, go Creighton. I don't know, man. I just love it. But thank you for being here. You've watched Villains, the podcast, only on the Villain Media Network. With that being said, Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, now is a good time to get to know him. And as always, Matthew 24:13.